In this video on Dragon's Dogma 2, I'm going to show you how to become stronger as well as increasing the strength of your pawn. Now, apart from killing enemies and farming experience, you are going to need to do a ton of that, of grinding enemies and just, leveling up. There is another way to make your character just play better. And the very best place to do this is the very first time that you make your way to Vernworth, which is the major city that you'll progress to at the beginning of the game. In the city, you're going to want to go to the Vernworth Vocation Guild. It's directly under the inn. You can actually find the entrance on the inside right over here. Now, from the statue in the middle of the square, if you just go up the stairs to the big, the rift stone on the left, if you just follow here, don't go up the stairs to the inn. You're instead going to go around the corner here underneath, and you'll see this is where the Vocation Guild is, and speak to this guy at the booth. This is also where you're going to be able to change vocation if you want to, but what we're here for is to acquire and equip skills. Now, when you go to the screen here, you'll see that you have the skills on the left-hand side, and you unlock these by using DCP points, which you also get from defeating enemies. So I recommend doing a ton of that. And this is where you're going to be able to buy new skills as well as upgrade them to different ones. Like you can see, I have High Flagration instead of the normal one. And if I go ahead and I swap tabs at the top there to the core skills, these are things that can massively make a huge difference to how your class plays. For example, if you play a mage, having Quick Spell is something you cannot live without. The reason I say this is because when you normally go ahead and you cast a spell, you can see here it takes quite a while to actually go ahead and get into the casting stage. But with Quick Spell, you can actually hold RB, which is the skill opposite of the one that you use to change into your skills. And for example, if I do that same spell, but this time I do it like this, boom, immediately loaded. It skips that whole initial loading screen, the circle that gets smaller. You can go ahead and you can cast things very quickly using this. And it makes you feel better and play better as a mage, trust me. Alternatively, you also get augments that you will unlock the further you progress into the game. Things that can change or give buffs to your character, like augmenting my magic defense. These are buffs that you can have 6 of at any time. Now, while you should be upgrading your own skills, don't forget to upgrade your pawn skills because they can be upgraded as well. You can increase their attacks to have, stronger abilities. You can give them specific abilities if you want to change the playstyle that they adapt based on the skills that they have availability of. You can also change their core skills to increase their defense if they're a fighter. Honestly, this made a huge difference for me because, he can now carry more additional weight. He can, increase the likelihood of targets facing him instead of me as the mage. You should know that you and your pawn both have their own separate DCP values. You can see I have 773. Kaido over here has 412. So you don't have to spend your points for him or them. They will have their own points as long as you're using them in combat the whole time. So don't forget to upgrade both yourself and your pawn. And this has been the difference from me struggling sort of with some of the harder fights to suddenly absolutely destroying bosses that have multiple health bars on a frequent basis at the beginning of the game. I'm not even struggling anymore. It's actually really fun. So I recommend you guys do this, and thank you guys so much for watching.